Hello, Gideon here from Portrait Sculpture Company. I'm making a short video today to show you how to open your package and install your sculpture onto the wall. I've got a palette knife. You might choose to use a Stanley knife or a scalpel or even a kitchen knife. As long as you use it safely, they all do the same job. I slice it open my cardboard package. And we can put this to one side for recycling. Now I've got my sandwich, which is a black Fiberlux board and two pieces of brown hardboard on either side to protect the sculpture and keep it secure. And these are all stapled in, but we don't need to remove these staples individually. We take our palette knife and wedge it in, starting with a corner, and just prise open the board. Just working our way along. And then we peel away the board and put that to one side. This will keep, in case you ever want to move house, this is the most secure way to package your sculpture. So then we reveal the sculpture in its outer casing. So this is the wood that it was cut from, and we've kept the offcut to use as part of the packaging. And with two hands, just lift up your sculpture and have a look. So taped to the outside of your package is two black nails and a very small drill bit. So I hold the sculpture up to the wall and I mark a point where I'm going to put my first nail, which is going to be just here. Rest the sculpture down. I'm using a power drill with my very small drill bit to make a pilot hole. This is optional, but I recommend it if you have old walls and you're not sure about whether the plaster is going to chip. But for most walls, a nail will go in fine. But we really want to avoid chipping the plaster because the sculpture is not going to hide that chipped plaster because it's got all the space in it. So I make a little tiny pilot. I take one of the black nails and pop it in my pilot hole. I've left just over 1 centimetre sticking out for the sculpture to rest on. And I put my sculpture in the place where I'd marked. Make sure it's nice and straight. It doesn't need to be perfectly straight because it doesn't have a flat base. So just hang it where you want it. It's useful to have a second person for this job just to see that you're happy with the way it looks before you mark the second hole. And I'm going to put a second pin just here. Take the sculpture down and rest it. Now that the second pin's in place, all that remains is to hang the sculpture in the areas that you've marked out. And now that it's against the wall, the sculpture is nice and safe and ready for you to enjoy.